Mr. Barron,
Yes. Here.
Mr. Peterson, Mr. Emmons,
Here.
Mr. McClarty.
Here.
Forms.
Business of visitor. You want to say anything?
It's your moment.
I would like someone for the make a motion to approve the agenda.
We have a slight change.
I'd like to add in our agenda, just that we need to add our financials to our agenda so that we don't forget them.
Oh, they're here.
There are on the,
Yeah, right here.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
To be.
Yeah.
To be or not to be.
I looked at the one online, I didn't see it on.
We've got other things tomorrow. They're right here. No, we need to make a little change. That loader thing should be up under reports, and then under business should be a resolution on fuel loan.
D for loader,
Would you like my pen?
and then no new business, and then you want to
It's on 3.
Oh, new business.
new
Yeah.
business, new business
Wow, very
fuel
strange.
load.
Right.
Okay, that's going where?
That's just going up under reports, under 2,
Fuel
and then
load.
3 is going to be a fuel loan resolution.
I would like a motion to add and move certain things on the agenda.
I'll second that.
I'll make
I'll make the motion to
Yeah.
approve the amended agenda.
Amended. Perfect.
I'll second
Go
that.
on, Dave.
Second,
All
thank
right.
you, Carl. And you made a call.
Huh?
Now call for.
Yep.
Okay.
Question.
Mr. Barron,
Yes.
Mr. Peterson, Mr. Knodel. Oh yeah, that's right. He's gone. Mr. Emmons
Yes.
and Mr. McClarty.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
And I would like a
Amended.
motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve the minutes.
Thank you. First. Second, thank you.
Discussion, any changes, additions, deletions?
No discussion. Call for the question.
Mr. Emmons,
Yes.
Mr. McClarty,
Yes.
Mr. Barron,
Yes.
Mr. Peterson.
And that takes us to correspondence.
We have one piece of correspondence from the USDA. They came in and did a programmatic audit on the stack robber, as I call it, project. 2 million in total. They went through our funds that we received versus the disbursements that we made, and found everything in great shape, and issued a letter here saying that, or to go into the grant file saying that everything was great. So thanks to everybody that participated in that project.
He didn't choke on the freight. The air freight.
No,
I thought that was.
She
yeah,
actually said it was the best audit in Alaska she's done.
Standing.
yeah,
We had, but there was like, the reason I said something was, there was like $50,000 in air freight.
yep,
I mean, we didn't make the barge and stuff, you know. I thought
right,
There'll be some whining there, but
yep, nope. All went through just fine.
perfect.
Ken?
Good job, Ken.
Can you hear us, Ken?
Oh, he can, he's just muted and not wanting to talk.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, are we?
Brings us to utility manager's report.
All right, page 8, 9, 10. Up to date operations stuff. Nothing real exciting to point out here, except we're proud of the fact that Josh Scott is in his last class for apprenticeship. And when he comes back in March, we will have our 4th journeyman lineman on staff. And then quite a bit of stuff here on the projects. Ken can go over them, but maybe we do it if there are questions. or points specifically, Ken, that you think we need to highlight?
I'm not seeing anything that doesn't stand on its own, but anybody has any questions?
Looks like you've got construction dates for pretty much everything. What about the Stedman? When's that one gonna actually break ground?
So Stedman advertised it was awarded to, I want to say, look at my notes here.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I
So
heard.
they'll mobilize in with the first barge.
Okay.
Equipment here right now.
So this coming summer, awesome.
No, it's definitely a 26 project, so
Sweet.
yeah, that might be here something you're interested in.
Yeah, maybe so, huh?
Okay, if there aren't any questions, or maybe there will be some, but a couple other things here is it's been a busy week for us. We had our contract CPA in town for a week, helping us get everything together. And he will be back, Travis will be back mid-January to continue in audit preparation and to work with us on budget and on rates. But while he was here, Chris and him spent most of the time without getting out of the room, and got a lot of things done. Got us to a point where we had the requisite information that was necessary for our fuel loan. And so we're ready to move forward with that. We also had a meeting, Chris and I, with the North Rim people, so they should be able to open that package in the morning and not have any questions, we're hoping. But that is moving along. The our insurance renewals have been submitted, and it's just a matter of a couple little final questions that they have. We have to go through and do some projections on what replacement costs are for various things. And it's, you know, it's grabbing numbers, hopefully, that are, you know, are reasonable. But,
It's gonna be scary.
but much of it is, you know, I mean, it just, it's an educated guess, I'm going to say. We have a meeting on Thursday with BDO to review what we have and get any additional work lists that we need from them. And then after that meeting, we'll have a schedule as to, or confirmed schedule as to timing on these various items.
So did we actually get the 21 budget completed?
We got all of the information for the 2021 audit completed. Yes.
And so what happens after that? Are they come make a presentation on it? Or?
Yeah, and we'll settle, you know, go through some of that and timing when we meet with them on Thursday.
Okay.
Labor negotiations talks are still ongoing. And we did extend the IBEW agreement for 45 days in the event we need a little extra time to work on it. And if we aren't finished with them, we won't be finished with the other ones either. So we will get a letter from them as well on an extension. And I think that was the other stuff. Am I missing anything you can think of?
With the accountant being here and coming back, is there a time frame for the auditor to be here?
That's on Thursday. I'm going to meet with the auditors, and then we'll determine when they're going to come. Yep. No worries.
And then the question would be, then they're gonna do 2022 for
they gonna combine the 2022?
We are still looking with them on that. 22 to 24 has been discussed as being a combination. But it will depend on whether or not we have any single audit grant stuff in any of these intervening years. I'm not sure that we've hit the threshold necessarily for that, but we will we will know whether those are combined, and then the 2025 will be a standalone.
That's just in reference to inventory as far as. the
No,
grant
that-
stuff
no,
for
this is-
parts and pieces, or
this
nothing to do
is
with that at all?
Not, well, I mean, it has to do with that, but just closing out our books and getting our audit completed.
Sounds good.
Yes, it sounds real good.
That's exciting.
Background,
Right, right.
Mhm.
So unless somebody thought of something else, this deal that got shoved in here, I didn't quite think it would come in this way, but there is a older loader that is on the market here in town. It's about the same vintage as the machine that we have currently. The pricing on it has not been, I've not got a firm price on that. We are looking at a $35,000 or $40,000 bill on our existing one to with NC machinery and some of the cylinders, I guess it is. And that's almost what the cost of this other unit probably is. We had also talked about getting a smaller unit at one point, and this one that might be available is lighter, has a lighter counterweight and all this other stuff. So that is something that the mechanics noted, and of course the preference would be for new, but if so I guess I just didn't know whether or not we were interested in considering a 40-year-old piece of equipment that seems to be we're running or will be running it through the cycles to confirm its operability. And we had put on our list before a new one, I think. New ones are probably about $400K, and so at least looking at what these other what the other options are, but to I guess to get the sense of what the board was on pursuing something old versus possibly something new. There also is apparently another piece running around here that is of a newer vintage that may be coming on available, and so that's something we don't have information at the moment on, but there would be potentially, as opposed to going out new, there may be another piece in this area that may be so shoot.
I would love to just ask any more questions about a 1980 966C, but I don't have to because I read the title. I would definitely say if we're going to be buying any equipment, for one, we should have all of that stuff done so our loanability is way up there, so we do have the option of doing some of this Caterpillar, whatever company financing we're after. But first off, we got to define what we're using it for. What do we need? What are we? And then we could decide what piece of equipment we need after that. Instead of we could use this 966C and whatever
C
ways.
is a real old.
Oh, it's a very old.
It's
I'm
a-
looking at the windshield. I mean, I haven't seen the triangle one. Does it forever? I guarantee it's got a steering wheel. I mean, it's awesome for a 2-man mining operation out Cougarog.
Okay, you answered the question there.
I mean,
Well, I don't see that much wrong with ours since we changed the cylinders. I mean, I don't, before it was running oil all over the floor and stuff.
Right,
I
right.
don't see that anymore.
Yep.
So,
It's
and we put a new engine,
Oh,
Right.
45 years old.
know,
How-
and
how
new
easy to
tires.
cut
One of the
these
tires
were,
got
too. I mean,
wrecked. That's $20,000 just for the tires.
Right, right.
I mean, I was just talking to somebody else in town and if you buy from CAT, they do have some amazing programs, like 0% 5-year long programs and some other stuff that would be worth looking into. And then you're going to be under, a CAT warranty and all of that for a while. And I think there's some advantage in some of that. And I'm also curious why we would need something necessarily this size. I look at some of the smaller stuff running around town, those little 908s, 921s. They've got these integrated tool front ends. This thing, that's a fixed bucket. You can't even.
That is just a picture off the internet.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
It's going to be the exact same thing
That- well,
with
that's-
fixed pins. and-
That's the same model of 966 that the city first owned.
Yes,
At sea.
yes.
I mean, it's an old one.
Yep.
I agree with Derek. I mean, for an old junk collector like me, the idea that's attractive is that it doesn't have all that bull with all the environmental on there that you're going to get from Caterpillar.
Right.
That we're not going to work on here.
Right.
Caterpillar's going to have to come do it.
Yep.
With a new one.
And Steam Machinery has
But-
rental /
But we-
used equipment for sale.
But we don't, like Derek says again, we don't need, what do we need another loader for?
We don't. It would be getting rid of,
The other old one.
getting rid of the other old one.
And we put a new engine in this old one.
Yeah.
Out here, that's basically a brand new engine. I probably doesn't have 300 hours on it,
I like our old one.
Okay, no, this was something that
It's a
was,
D, it's a-
that was coming up,
Newer model.
locally and, is not,
It was just shot across the bow.
yep.
I think getting our credit worthiness, getting all our financials in order, everything was priority versus doing something like this.
That's where I'm at.
I mean, a C, I would think you could pick up for about $5,000. They're old,
Right. Yeah, no, they're anywhere,
You're looking at a 40-year-old machine.
yeah, they're anywhere from 15 to 45 is
Well,
what we've seen on the thing.
and you'd have to answer component hours though. When you're talking about something that's vintage, now it comes down to how many hours are on the transmission,
Right,
how
right.
many hours are on the finals, how many hours are on the engine.
Right.
Well, just the
Pumps.
tires are 20 grand.
Yep.
You got to put tires on them.
Right.
Yeah, that's gonna be 20 grand too.
You got to find someone to run that one.
That's the one
No Joey stick?
that's the
What
one
is this?
Custy and I started on when we did, You Call, We Haul was the old C.
I would like to have
There
it,
you
but
go.
I don't think that's appropriate.
Yeah.
John and Carl.
Well, we can certainly pass the information on to you. I guess the discussion over time has been, to avoid, or some heartburn with having, the newest, and the environmental stuff that comes along with it, although that has kind of worked its way out, I'm told,
It's in the process of it for sure.
yeah. And, so it was, it was just, I guess to gauge, if there was any interest in trying to get something that, it essentially, we wouldn't put, another $20,000, $30,000 in ours. And I did not bring the quote with me, so I can't tell you what it's for. As opposed to, just getting something, that was a slight upgrade, but it's old and,
How old's
Yeah.
ours? Ours isn't.
It's a
About
D.
the same.
it's a D, it's about the same,
Yeah,
They don't
So
go
it's
very
new.
fast.
right?
It's new.
Right.
It's
Right.
newer model than one.
Right,
the
right.
one that this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's newer than a C. That's as old.
Okay.
I like our old rig.
Okay.
Let's just keep it going.
Okay.
The amount of hours we put on it,
Yeah, without a
doing
doubt.
excellent.
And we never work it hard.
it's doing awesome.
Right.
Bucket stuff here or there and then falling snow.
I'm just saying some snow.
Yeah, well, the other, the water and sewer is the ones that use it the most on the thing, in their activities.
backfilling a trench? I mean, what do they need to load?
They haul away the slop, basically, with it.
With the loader?
Yeah.
Instead of using a back truck and then going to dump it or.
Well, kind of some of both, you know, but they wind up, that back truck can decant right on site, you know, so they can just dump the dirt off, decant, dump the dirt off right there and then put it back in the hole or carry it off or whatever, you know. So,
Let's paint it. That'll solve everything.
It was painted.
Paint it again.
Oh, ours, you're talking
Yes.
about, okay.
Yes.
Make it look shiny and new.
I mean, ours will go a long time for what we use it for.
Right.
We do not use one hard.
Right.
You know, we're not out there loading trucks and, you know, in a construction job. And I agree that if we were to get another one, you know, maybe a smaller one that was more nimble, you know, with forks and stuff that could go with it.
Yeah, well, this other one that I mentioned, I believe it's this size, or maybe even, it's not a 992 by any means, but it may be.
988, 980.
I think I-
98's big.
It's not gonna be a 92. There's only two of those in town. They're old.
Not for that.
It's a C and a D.
Oh, really?
Luca has both of them.
Oh, okay. No, they're not from him. So, all right. Well, if something else comes along the way that we think is worth chatting with, we'll,
What's the story on our tractor backhoe, the cat? That and getting it fixed. Marty was going to do line.
nothing has happened on that at this point.
You know, I've been getting parts for my backhoe. You know, I see there's a lot of these salvage yards and stuff that you can buy that boom, you know, for probably under $5,000 and you have to ship it. You know, so I mean, rather than line boring something because you run the bushings out of it, you could just buy those boom pieces. You know, if we don't have Marty do it, you know, that's one option. You know, I was surprised at how cheap they were.
On which piece of equipment?
That cat we've got, that little tractor backhoe.
Oh, a little 426 or 416, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And its bushings are so smoked it needs line board.
Yeah, they on the knuckle and on the boom hadn't been greased in so long that they wore the
It's all the way
pin through
bushing.
the bushing out the metal. But I mean, you can buy those pieces. You know, they're out of the salvage yards because most of the time they just pound the bushings out, and pound new ones in. And,
Is that
Okay.
Equipment Trader or is that somebody else?
no, you know, all those junkyards are online. You know, I got cylinders for mine. I bought them from an outfit in Seattle, but they came out of New York.
Oh.
I could help you on some of that. There's a lot of stuff down the Pacific Northwest where I know where it's at. Is it so bad? Could it just be overboard and then just oversized?
It could be built back, and then is what Marty was talking about doing. And
Does Marty have a line? Do we have
Sean
a line?
has
No,
Sean
we
does.
don't. Alaska Gold has one.
Alaska Gold
And
has
we've
one.
worked,
Sean has one.
we've worked with them an arrangement where we can use it, and the caretaker of it, if they happen to need something, then they can come and use it. So
Is that the one that they had years ago with Andrew?
I think we got it from one from Alaska Gold Company. It was in Neil you're talking about. Okay.
What was it Andrew Neal, the guy that was well, he was doing line boring for you guys.
This was something we got out of Rock Creek.
Huh? I'd be interested to look at that. Automatic welder and the whole setup.
Oh, no, I think you're talking about the line.
line
Yeah,
boring stuff.
well, yeah, but usually the line boring rig will have an automatic welder for building up, and then you cone up.
I don't know what all it all came.
Yeah,
There was one piece was missing from it. If we can find it, please.
It's good to know it's around.
All right, we can forget about that then. Thank you.
Sorry. Not particularly, except for I guess, I mean, just going back to the financials and your report for you said we met the credentials for this fuel thing we're gonna talk about, and then, I just brought it up last time as far as milestones and dates, what are the next things we're looking at and when, as far as
The
dates and stuff.
the next is Thursday to talk to the auditors to see what that schedule is going to be, and as far as closing stuff with North Rim prior to 12/31, like in a couple weeks.
Okay, so the meeting on Thursday will kind of dictate the next.
Yeah, I mean that will lay out because we'd had, I'd put together a schedule that I thought and had talked with the auditor about that, but now we may be revising that. So
All right, sounds good. Sounds like we'll have a lot of info next meeting.
Financial report.
Pass out the financials. The only thing that still needs a little adjusting is other accounts receivables. I have some Village of Solomon payments in there that I've got to move to somewhere that I haven't moved yet. Which is for the 6th Street project.
So,
Is that is that all operational now?
yes,
So that's, the books are getting closed out on that, I guess?
yes.
And,
We still there was a note I think in here on some fuses that needed to be, or relays or something that needed to be still done, but essentially it is complete. Maybe that was the time before.
But they're using it, it's in operation.
It is in operation.
Okay.
wow. And they have buildings out there hooked up, and it's doing its thing.
Yep. Well, I don't know how much, if anything, is going into the system yet. Ken, do you have any?
So I would expect that the triplex put in by Vernon Street's regional housing is fully connected. I don't know where Wartide is at with making the connections between where the services have done and the facilities themselves. You gotta put a certain pump on that water by now, otherwise you're having trouble.
Or
But
isn't
they
it?
don't let me have that conversation.
But the lift station is functional.
The lift station can function, but right now it's not because there's no flow coming into it, and we do need to put those relays in. But
Okay.
yes, they can run.
So, anything we should be looking at here in particular?
I no, everything seems pretty. I didn't see any outliers or anything that needs to be paid attention to.
How about vehicle expense under electrical distribution 59550. $18,000. Is that
We'll just have to we'll have to look that up.
I suppose it depends on what they're charging to them.
Yeah.
How they're, they're just lumping labor, general. In there.
Yeah, no, I have a suspicion that that's what it is. That, I mean, it's in-house labor from the shops that are coming there. But
I can look at it.
Yep.
I have noticed a lot more maintenance getting done between Scotty and Red and all those guys. Every time I buzz by, I see something on the rack and vehicles getting some love. That makes me pretty happy to see. back to the old ways where we and just make a motion that we.
No,
look
that's
at financials again, or
not-
just as
not-
long as it's in the
Yep.
agenda, then it's
Yep.
compliant.
Remove it from my.
Okay.
New business resolution for. fuel oil.
Yeah, so I'm gonna we need to work on the top part of it, but it will be resolution 2504, and that is a resolution for financing with North Rim for fuel. The loan will be up to 3.75 million, but I think we're going to pay down yet. We've already paid $1.5 million to them, and I think we're going to make another payment before the loan is finalized. So up to 3.75 million. The interest rate to be negotiated. We're going to pay this on 7 months, which is the remaining time, because we stick our loans to a 10-month period, and then we've already made the first payments on that, so we're not going to extend. We're not going to drag it out. So it's for 7 months, and that's going to be a payment of about $535,000 a year. A month, and then authorizing Chris and I to complete documents as may be required by North Rim, and we'll.
So there is no bond in this thing?
Not at this point. This is to push this through at this point.
Okay, so that's what's gonna happen this year.
Yes,
So this is gonna be the year we're not gonna be doing anything else but getting the.
we're just going to get the loan and paying them off. Good. Yeah, timing wise, it was going to add another month if we went through that process, and so in order to keep Michelle as my friend.
It's not necessary.
So basically getting the loan from North, we're gonna pay Crowley and then we're paying North.
Yes, which is who we would have been paying anyway. So yeah, it's we're just not going through the bond portion of it. So we'd recommend resolution 2504 for approval.
Motion to approve resolution 2504.
Second.
Discussion.
I guess so this is, do we have an amount or anything like that?
3.75 up to 3.75, but we're going to try to. I think we're going to be able to shave a little more of that off before we actually sign the documents.
Anticipated be 1.5, 2.
Yeah, what
Interest.
Yeah, how much?
Gross
Interest
loan
rate.
How much are we gonna actually borrow?
We are going to borrow up to 3.75.
but you just
But,
pay some down.
We may be able to make another payment to Crowley before we
Yeah, so
actually.
you don't have to borrow as much. Right?
Correct.
I was wondering what that as much is.
Oh, well, I mean, 1.5 million is what we've already paid off on a $5.1 million order. Yeah, so we've already paid off the 1.5 that we're not borrowing because we've just paid it directly, which would have been, for 3 months if we had made, payments through this mechanism. So we're just we did those payments, so we're shaving them off the loan and cutting the period down to 7 months instead of 10.
I got you.
Make sense?
7 months from now, right?
January to July.
We paid Crowley multiple things.
Yes, we have paid Crowley 4 different payments this year
On this fuel.
on this fuel. Our initial payment was we made 300,000 and another in October. In November, we made 700,000. In December so far, we've made 500,000.
And so what kind of interest rate?
That we have not finalized that, but they after our meeting with them on Monday or Tuesday last week, Tuesday maybe.
Not with Northrim, but with Crowley.
Oh,
What are we paying for?
we're not at this point. I think that's going away if we get the payment by 12/31.
So if you pay me $500,000 or something, then you're talking about a $3 million.
Well, we're at 3.7, so that would put it at 3.2, 3.3.
That's what I was.
Okay.
We're anticipating that borrow being after it's paid down.
Yeah, potentially. We just that had, I mean, if you look at it on a 3-month thing, and I said it was 535, and we paid 1.5, we essentially made those payments as we went. But we need to look because we also have in December 300,000 or so that we pay on DEC loans, and then I just saw dropped in 298,000 or something in Orcilla overhaul parts from MSDS on the list. So to keep them all to.
Yeah, fair.
That's it on that one then.
Mr. Peterson?
Oh.
Mr. Emmons?
Yes.
Mr. McClarty?
Yes.
Mr. Barron?
Yes. That's good. Feels good.
Yeah. Yep.
Anything, board comments?
Well, just thanks to the line crew, they fixed a electrical connection. The tie-in point was on its last 3 strands or something.
Oh, wow.
So they brought it in and they said, look,
Wow.
so appreciate all their work in the conditions. Yeah, I was hanging on by 3 strands.
It actually popped up in a report from UConn. So our new software system, our automatic metering system, it's helping us out in some ways that we hope for, but we never see it.
Cool.
Yeah. Last night, anyway, down on East 6th there, they had a contractor working on their connections or whatever they did down there, and 6:30 the phone was ringing, and the guy goes, "We just lost power to 3 of our units," and so just went over there, and it's like, okay, yeah, to 709, whatever it was, those 3 had popped up right there as a deviation. So it's pretty cool.
That's neat.
Yep.
Last thing, thank you guys for getting the financials at least closer to where they need to be. I definitely appreciate that.
Thank you.
Be credit, be able to get along with the fuel.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, say something similar to that one. Good job on financials, and yeah, get the fuel stuff taken care of. That definitely has a sigh of relief. I think keeping up, I'm just say it again, with the milestones and just having, what we're expected and by when, I think that just makes it really easy on our end to go, okay, we're on schedule, we're not. So it sounds like you're doing it already. So thank you for that as well. And that's all I got.
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to say the same thing. I mean, I'm glad our financials are coming together, and they've been working hard on them. I don't want to let us forget the budget. That we should be working on, but we're busy.
We do have that. It will be
because that will make all of this so much easier.
Yep.
It'll make everything mean something to us. Once we've got a budget, we can compare to and see where we're at and where we're not at. and stuff. But thanks a lot for your effort.
Yeah, I just wanna echo the same thing. You guys have put in a lot of work. And we see that you guys have been putting in work because we have seen progress. So I'm glad that we got North Arm and all that paperwork where we got our loan, so probably to have a quiet, no more emails and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, so, but that shows that you guys took it upon yourself to make it a priority. Coming up with the schedule for these audits and making sure that we can do our budget this year. And so, so thank you. And,
Thank you.
all the line crew, water crew, power plant guys, and everything. Appreciate the work that they're doing. Stuff. Keeping the lights on and stuff. Want to wish everybody happy holidays.
Thank you. The same to you.
And I want to apologize for missing last week. Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Wow, yeah, it's-
You guys are doing good.
Looking at Carl. we
Right.
turned to good. Second, motion.
6:18.
So we're off on our own, doing our own Christmas party this year. We're not doing it with the city on the deal. And oh yeah. And so I'm gonna pick up some. We're not gonna go their gift card way either. I'm gonna grab a tote of hams at Costco tomorrow, and we're gonna do it a little differently.
What are we doing? I thought I said-
Yeah, what are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I'll tell you tomorrow. No.
Okay. Good, because Marilee's been bugging the shit out of me, and I'm like, I don't know.